to each and every participant. So welcome to the Economy Foundation course, and slightly sorry for a little bit of delay. Yes, because there was a problem, technical glitch there was with respect to the sharing screen and all that, but it has been sorted out, so no issue in that. Before moving ahead, I would like to ask all of you, are you, can you see me and can you listen to me? Is my voice clear? Everyone? Perfect. Now, going by the rules, so there are 2-3 things which I would like to clarify before I start the class. So let me silent my phone. I don't want any kind of a disturbance for that. 2-3 things. This is the first class, so it is actually an orientation class. Just you and me getting interacted and getting familiarized with the economy of UPSC. That's it. Nothing else. Okay. No hard and fast rule, no rocket science, nothing. This is just the first class. Today, I want you to have a confidence in economy and to remove the fear of economy. That's it. Okay. So this is the first class. So don't worry about that. Just relax in that case. Okay. So consider this to be an orientation class where I'll give you the context with respect to the syllabus, PYQs, the details of the syllabus, what areas are there, and top of all, the most important thing about this orientation class is how to approach economy. If you can understand this first class, the rest of the 49 classes will be like a piece of cake for you. बहुत easy हो जाएगा. It will be really easy for you guys, all of you, right? Irrespective of what kind of a background you have, irrespective of what kind of a status you have, whether you have studied economy before, you have not studied economy before, whatever may be the situation, does not matter. Okay, now, so let's start. I am Jateen Bhardwaj, right? Let me introduce myself for the first time. If you do not know me, I have done masters in economics, honors economics, masters economics. Then I did NET JRF. I am an all India topper as well. Then I set for UPSC examination, gave 2 mains, 1 interview, reached there, and I was the highest scorer as far as economic optional was concerned. And in the last 5 years, I've been teaching in the UPSC field as well as I'm working as an assistant professor in Indraprasth University. Okay, now so I have almost like 5 years of UPSC preparation time and almost the same as teaching. So I have like a 10 years of experience in that case. More than that actually, because even before the UPSC I was teaching economics. So through this platform, I'm trying to bring a clear setup and doubts that our students have, clarifying those doubts through these 50 classes. And what I promised in one of the orientation, if you have seen that in the I would say in the YouTube channel that we shared a small orientation over there, that what this course is all about. Okay, so we'll be starting with the Indian economy, but before dwelling deeper, let me give you the highlights of this course, what we are going to do. Okay, so basics first. Number one, you will have 50 classes which are broadly divided. It's not a hard and fast rule. There may be 1 or 2 up and down. 40 to 42 classes for the prelims, 8 to 10 classes separately for the mains examination. Okay, nothing more, nothing less. Now you must be thinking, sir, why so many classes for the prelims? Because prelims is very unpredictable. Mains, you have predictability, you have detailed syllabus, so you can predict the questions, right? You can predict the topics from where they are going to largely ask. Second thing, in the mains examination, questions and topics are too much repeated. I mean, food processing industry, they have asked that too many times. Secondly, there are many topics which you would already complete in your prelim examination. Many topics, for example, banking, RBI, monetary policy, budget, many other things like national income and all those, which you will complete in the prelim examination. So the number of mains classes would be less, requirement would be less. The second thing which you will get in this particular course is 500 plus MCQ. And by the way, they are not UPSC. For UPSC, I have 100 plus UPSC PYQs. Multiple choice practice question in the class. So I'll show you the questions. Okay. And next day we will discuss the answers. Next day. because I want you to go through the entire class and then solve those questions and then come up with the answer. And I want all of you to be there and answer me the questions. Even if you give me the wrong answer, okay, even answer is, let's say, B, and you are saying, sir, D, you are saying A, you are saying C, I'm okay with that until unless you say, sir, it is E. Then we are not on the same path. Clear? My point is, practice with me. Okay, I will learn second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time. You will learn first time. We both will learn. Okay, so this is the second thing. Apart from this, you will get around 20 mains questions with answers and approach. It's like an entire economy paper, because in the GS paper you have around 20 questions. So you will get all these things. Okay, apart from that, not with this class, you will get, which is open for everyone, is economic survey plus you will get budget. So I'm going to present the discussion on both these topics. 2-3 classes for this, 1 class for this, but this will be taken up in February. All of you know, economic survey is published a day before the budget. Budget is published on 1st of February. So that is how we are going to conduct that in the month of February. Apart from this, right, I'll give you some links for that. You will get 3 to 5 MCQ on current affair related topics every day, Monday to Saturday, except on Sundays. Okay, me and my staff doesn't work on Sundays, so we take a leave on that. Otherwise, you will get 3 to 5 questions from the current happenings, maybe some on the static topic as well, but not on any topic discussed in the class. Now these are the topics, these are the questions which will help you to understand what is happening around. Okay, current affair based. That is what we are going to take, right? Then from January onwards, I will be conducting current affair classes open for everyone, and you can join those classes, right? You will have access to that. I'll convey whenever I'll conduct those classes. Weekly current affair classes will be there, 1 hour, 1.5 hours, so on and so forth, and you can join those classes. So the 6th one is your current affair will always be taken care from my side. So guys, this is what I am going to offer in this specific batch which you have joined. And after so much of discussion, I'm pretty sure you will not feel underconfident and lost as far as economy is concerned. That is my duty. So given this, let's move. Now, as I told you, so these are my handles. I'll give you this in the PDF as well, right? So these are my handles, my number, email ID. If you have any doubts, even after the class, don't hesitate, ask me, call me. You'll get this. You can take a screenshot right now, or you will get all these details, right, in the PDF. How it is going to work? Let me explain that. Every day I'll conduct a class. After the class, you'll get a PDF. Okay, through whatever the channels that we have, you'll get the PDF of whatever I'm teaching in the class. Then once we complete a particular topic, after the completion of a particular topic, you will get printable notes. Printable notes basically means, because see, I'm teaching on a black screen, so my PPT is black background. You cannot print that. Obviously, you cannot print that. So I will convert all my notes, whatever I discuss in the class, in the PDF, printable PDF with white background, black text, white background, which you can get print wherever you wish. If you want to go for, offline, or you can say in a physical way you want to study, right? On pen and paper method if you adopt. Otherwise, obviously, you will get these notes. Let's start. The first question that you must ask is why students are worried about economy. So as this is the orientation class, so you don't have to write anything. Don't write anything, okay? Just put down your pen and paper. Don't write anything, just listen, right? Just grasp the knowledge that I'm giving you right now, okay? If you still have throughout the class, if you have any query, the chat box is open, right? Write your question. If you can write all these things, then write the question. Whenever I ask a question, just reply me in the chat box. Okay. If you can't do that, if you want to ask, no sir, I want to ask, please raise your hands. Digitally you can raise your hands. You have options given with you. Digitally raise your hands. I will pause for a while. I'll ask you, I will unmute you, and then you can ask me the question. So you have audio. Through audio you can ask me the questions, or through the live interactions you can ask, right? If you wish, you can open your cameras as well, so that we can have one-to-one interactions. I can see you live. Why are students worried about economy? Simple. Because they don't understand economy, right? What are we afraid about? We are afraid about those things that we cannot understand, those things which looks like alien to us, the things for which we are not at all confident, like ghost. Many of us are afraid of ghost, but none of us has ever seen a ghost. Why? It's just psychology. Mentally we are not prepared for something which is unpredictable. If I say please walk 5 meters to a particular path, just walk 20 meters to the east or 20 meters to the west, you can do it because you know where is east and west, and you know how much 20 meters is. But if I tell you walk, then you will ask where, how much? Unpredictability. So there is unpredictability in this economy section as far as prelim examination is concerned. How do we know that? Look at this question, 2023 prelim examination. The question is with respect to the government of India provides minimum support price for Niger, right? It's not Niger, it's Niger basically, right? If I go by the American English, Niger, it's a crop, right? It's a crop. This is the scientific name, Niger seeds. Now government of India provides minimum support price. Now for you, you don't know what is minimum support price. Okay, forget that. You don't even know what is Niger, whatever. Niger is a cultivated as kharif crop. You do not know what is a kharif crop, the monsoon crop. Okay, some tribal people in India use this seed for cooking oil. Maybe, may not be. Now, on what level do you think any human being has the ability to predict this question? Who can predict this question? NASA scientist? Albert Einstein? Any person who has the highest IQ on this planet? Nobody can. Nobody can. Okay, you can go through those 22 plus crops which are there under the minimum support price. But who does read about those each and every crop, whether this crop is a kharif, rabi or any other, whether it has been used by the cooking oil, that too by the tribals in India? Who will remember this much of knowledge? That's why when a student open the book, open the PYQs, they feel like, oh God, this is like unknown to me. And the moment they think something is unknown to them, it becomes unpredictable. Yeah, how will I predict the same kind of a topic in future? Right? And it's not about you guys, it's about me also. When as a teacher I see these kind of questions, I go in the corner and I would laugh, and then I would cry. I would laugh because of the UPSC's unpredictability, and I would cry for those students who could not answer these kind of questions because they are completely blank. So this paper is unpredictable. Number one, I'll give you all the doubts that students have with respect to economy, then I will look into how to solve those doubts. Very high share of current affairs, literally very high share of current affairs, right? Sometimes even up to 50% of the questions are from the current affairs. 50%. If they ask 20 questions, 10 of them are 50 current affairs. Topic may be anything, but they are from the current affairs. Look at this question. India joined Mineral Security Partnership as a member. Okay. India joined means recently India would have joined this organization. India is a resource rich country in all 30 critical minerals that has been identified. Don't know. The Parliament in 2023, which means current affair, obviously, right, has amended something act, Mines and Mineral Act, for some exclusivity. Now, if a person is going through current affairs, this is a piece of cake for him. He can do that easily. Anyone can do that easily if they are going with the current affairs. That's why I told you that let the foundation course get complete. Then we will go through weekly current affairs. Okay, and through those weekly current affairs, you will get all the idea about what is happening around the world as far as economy is concerned. Most of the current affairs that UPSC asks goes from the last 6 to 8 months. Yes, they can go even to 1 year or even beyond 1 year. That's okay. But the majority of the questions that are being framed are framed from the last 6 to 8 months before the prelim examination. This is the one. Then, so higher share of current affairs, that's why people are afraid of that. Then they have this kind of an experience and expression, right? Why are students worried about economy? Complex terms and concepts. Okay, do you know all these four means, all these 4 points which are written? Or do you even feel like Rajpal Yadav in most of the cases? Right? Do you feel like that? I used to be, right? I used to feel like that a lot, because there are many things which you will read for the first time. You open the book, open the newspaper, and you will have this kind of an expression. Okay, let's say you open the newspaper and the first headline that you see is Reserve Bank of India has lowered the SLR. Now, what is SLR? You may waste your entire day to study what is SLR. It's a very small topic. You can waste your entire day just to understand what is SLR. What is comparative advantage? What is countervailing duty? Right? India imposed countervailing duty on China. What's that? Reverse charge mechanism. Right? In trade, reverse charge mechanism is being followed. India, Finance Minister of India will relook into the reverse charge mechanism. So when students see these kind of things, they get afraid. They have this fear. How should we do it? Kaise kare? How can we do this? There comes my role, right? So if you have these kind of complex terms and fear about that, so don't worry about it. We'll look into it. Then comes the unfamiliar news articles. Unfamiliar news articles. For example, center peg 9.4% growth in FY. Now, a student who is reading the economics for the first time, he doesn't know what is 9.4. He doesn't know what is growth. He doesn't know what is FY. He doesn't know what is cess, surcharge, and what this value means. In just 2 lines, you may have thousands of questions. That's why it is unfamiliar news articles, right? Trump, we all know, right? Donald Duck. So Trump wants call with PM Modi before final. Modi is not going to pick up the call. We know that. But Trump wants to call with PM Modi before final approval of India-US deal. These are the actual news articles that I have taken screenshots. Actual news articles, right? Rupee slips out of your pocket or somewhere else. Rupee slips 24 paisa. Now you must be thinking, sir, I have never seen 24 paisa. Who does even keep paisa? The smallest denomination that you see is 1 rupee. What about paisa, right? Even I have never seen 24 paisa. The minimum smallest quantity I have ever seen, I was very young, I think 2 years or 3 years old, and when I saw 25 paisa, that was the lowest denomination I have ever seen. Then you must think, sir, what is this? What is this? 25 paisa against US dollar in early trade. Early trade? Is India and US doing trade? And why this rupee is involved? Guys, do you have this kind of a mindset? Do you ask these questions? If not, from today onwards, start doing that. The only suggestion which I give to all the students, the only expectations that I have with all the students is, please start questioning. An intellectual and a rational person in the world, and the candidate which is being expected by the UPSC is the one who always question. They have the questions always, right? So they will question and they will ask. They must ask. everything which they do not understand. Until and unless you are clear about each and everything, you should not move ahead. And that's my duty, to clarify each and everything. Now, given these various fears, what to do then? Kya kare? What to do then, right? What should we do? I am afraid of current affairs, I'm afraid of unfamiliar current affairs, I'm afraid of concepts, I'm afraid of unpredictability, the syllabus is very lengthy. What should I do? This is the solution. That's why you are here, right? If you knew the solutions, you would have not been here. Pretty sure. So you are here, you are taking up this class just for one reason, that you want to know what are the solutions to those fears that you have. What are the solution to those questions that you have? Okay, let's start. Avoid rote learning and mugging up. First thing first. Avoid rote learning. Let's say I ask you a very simple question. What is SLR? Statutory liquidity ratio. Okay. Or that Rajpal wala. What is comparative advantage? So in that case, if I ask you what is comparative advantage and you have mugged up, you have a habit of rote learning. See, rote learning is good if you are teaching, if you are going through history. For history, rote learning is absolutely okay. When it comes to economy, sorry, you cannot have that. Literally, you cannot have that kind of a rote learning. Now, why I'm saying that? The reason is very simple. Because UPSC is more focused on concepts and understanding of something rather than a proper definition. As simple as that. If UPSC asks 20 questions in the prelim examination, 17 to 18% of 17 to 18 questions, which are around 80 to 90% of the questions, will be from understanding a concept rather than definition. Because not you are, neither you nor me, we are not in the school. I'm not teaching a school student. I'm teaching a person fighting for the toughest examination in this country. For that matter, I want a student to have a conceptual clarity and then move ahead rather than, sir, I will remember it. No, that concept, that idea never works. Rote learning. Sir, you are not supposed to remember everything in economics, right? Indian economy. So what to do? Develop interest-based approach. Ask questions. Ask questions. Whenever anything new comes to you, ask questions. What is that? Why is that? Right? Who, what, why, when? Ask these questions. Okay? Sure. Ask what, why, when, where. All these kind of things. Okay. Let me give you one sample for that. I'm going to give you one line. Let's practice. Let's practice. Okay. I'm going to give you one line and you have to give me the questions that comes to your mind. The chat box is open. I'm going to write something on the board, on this board, and you have to give me the questions that comes to your mind. Do not answer that. Do not answer that even if you know it. Even if you know the answer, do not give me the answer, give me the questions. I just want to check whether my students in the very first class have the ability to ask themselves about something. Okay, let's say finance minister sorry. If you have any issue with the writing, please ask me. What are the questions that comes to your mind? Please, I'm waiting. FM, Finance Minister, it's a news article. Finance Minister cuts down GST rate, which she did recently. Recently, there was a GST cut on food and non-food items without impacting revenue neutral rate. So what are the things that comes to your mind? Board is not visible on large screen. Okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. Look. Okay. Let me just write it over here. Finance Minister cuts down GST rate to 12% on food and non-food items without impacting revenue neutral rate. Without impacting revenue neutral rate. What are the questions that comes to your mind? Tell me. Okay, what is revenue neutral rate? How GST is related to the rate? How it is generally impact? Okay, very good. What is revenue neutral rate? Okay, GST cut downs. How GST rate is cut down? Good, very good. Jacob, very good. What is GST? Manu, yes, perfect. Shanu, how to decide GST? Okay, rate, good one. Jeevana, what is the revenue neutral rate? Okay, so most of the students, which is very good. Actually, I'm very really impressed that in a very single article, many of you have highlighted, right? Many of you have highlighted on this, right? This, right? Who is FM? Okay, good one. Who is FM? Perfect. What is GST? Yes. How it is different from other taxes like income tax, corporate tax? Very good. Nobody talked about this. Most of you have questioned on this as if you know other things. This happens actually. You know why? The problem is that when we read something, literal terms are clear to us. When you read this, you think finance minister cut down the GST rates. Out of the entire article, you get the context. But do you know everything about this article? This is the heading. When you go into the article, do you know everything? Now, this is what is called as reading between the lines. Reading between the lines. There is something which is hidden. Reading the hidden things. This is your motto for UPSC, guys. This is for your motto. For your economy paper, for your polity paper, for your current affair paper, for science and technology, ethics, let's say any other current affair, whatever may be the case, essay paper, reading between the lines. Reading between the line means that there is something which is hidden. There is something which is hidden in these 3-4 lines and you don't have any idea about that. You literally don't have any idea about that. How the GST will impact? Yes, Pawan, good. So the point is that you need to understand from day one, that is from today onwards, whenever anything new comes to you, we'll start, right? From tomorrow onwards, we'll start basics first, then we will gradually move towards other topics. Yes, impact of GST demand and total GST. Perfect. I'm really happy with your response, guys. Really happy with your response. So I'm teaching a serious batch that I understand that you guys mean business. Now, if you mean business, watch all the classes. Even if you cannot watch it live, watch the recorded one. Do not miss any class. And trust me, let the 50 classes complete. You will be a whole lot of different person as far as economy is concerned, that I can guarantee. Yes, what is the impact on sales? So there are multiple dimensions that opens up. And if you have this ability, guys, this paper of yours is already done. Ye to ho gaya. This is done. If you have the ability to look and read between the lines, you will get a very good marks in essay paper. I'm pretty sure about that. Pretty sure about that. You'll get really good marks in essay paper. Trust me. If you have the ability to find out the missing links. So this is what is required for your UPSC examination. What, why, when, where, how, all these kind of WH questions and others should be your priority whenever you go for the preparation. Okay. So, dekho. For example, why there is rise in price? Have you ever wondered? Have you ever asked these questions yourself? Read this. Why there is a price rise? Why do we have inflation? You have grown up from your childhood till now. You have grown up reading and listening to the people. Oh, there is inflation. Oh, there is inflation. Oh, there is inflation, so and so forth. That now you are living in a world, you think you know everything about the inflation. You think you know everything about the inflation just because you have heard it multiple times. But trust me, you don't know. I had the same doubts, right? I was living in the same kind of a cocoon before I understood the exact meaning of inflation and how it is being impacted. How bank works, do you know that? Have you ever wondered how bank works? Because your interaction with the bank, I know. Once in a lifetime you went to the bank, after that you have started using UPI. Otherwise you do not have interactions with the bank, right? What can I, as a person, what can I import from US? Have you wondered? These are the economic questions that should always be there. Not only these 6, 7 guys. These are just the samples. What is this? This is ask what, why, when, where. Everything. Everything. Right? Everything. For example, I am using this pen. Okay. So what is the GST on this pen? Who manufactured this pen? Is this imported? If this is imported, how much duty or taxes are being imposed on this imported item? Right? Let's say I'm wearing this t-shirt. Is this India made or this is made in Bangladesh? Is it made in Taiwan? Where it was made? There are multiple questions that you should ask, right? Be a question person, right? You should have a question mark on your forehead. Basically, I'm asking this. Can I send money to Nepal? Have you ever wondered? Can you make UPI payment in Nepal? I'm just asking you. I'm not teaching right now. Can you make UPI payments, right, using your mobile phone in Nepal? Okay, Jacob is saying no. No? Maybe. In UPSC, you don't have the option of maybe. Not now? Not now? Go and check. Go and check. If banks are linked. Okay. If banks are linked. Okay. See, I'm not going to teach you right now. Yes or no. I'm not going to give you the answer right now. Yes or no. But please understand. 2025 prelim examination. UPSC asked this question. Right? UPSC asked questions related to UPI 3 times. I'm going to cover up UPI for you in the farthest possible details. Farthest possible details I'm going to cover up. Now you have started saying yes. I want to know how UPI works. Do you know how UPI works? Basically, guys, I'm saying whatever you do in a day, in your throughout the day, you have 1000 MCQs for your own life. I never had this kind of an attitude when I was a student. But as I became a teacher, I developed this attitude to understand how much we all were charging. For example, I'm teaching in a class right now. I have a AC, right? AC is working right in front of me. So I had this idea that on electronics, on mobile phone, there is 18% GST. On air conditioning, there is 28%. Why? Because government thought, now see, I am asking why. Government thought mobile is a necessity, AC is a luxury. But gradually government is now understanding that luxury is also a necessity, AC is also a necessity. So they have reduced down the GST on all the electronics, made it as flat at 18%. No 28% on anything. So point is that you should ask why there is a 0 GST on something, why there is 5% GST on something, why there is 12%, and why there is 40% on something. Right? These questions will help you. Imagine UPSC has given you a question. Which of the following items are highest rated under the GST? Highest tax rated under GST. And there are 4 items. Right? Milk, rice, edible oil, tobacco. Now all of you say, sir, tobacco. Why? Sin good. Now what is a sin good? That is another topic. So this is the way of studying economics. That's why I'm taking this entire class just to make you familiar with the topic. And you have what is black money, how tax is evader, the Malia case, Mehul Choksi case, right? Vijay Malia, he ran away with the money and now he's on the podcast saying that he's a very honest person. Yeah, he's a very honest person. Right? See, everyone is honest in their own dreams. Dream 11. What is Indian economy? Now, if you understand the concept of what is Indian economy, that is, you understand the demand of UPSC. Now, this is prelims. This is prelims. This is the broad discussion of the syllabus, guys. 5 headings: banking and finance, public finance, external sector, right? Government policies, and core concepts. These are the 5 pillars of the Indian economy. This is what we will be reading about in detail. Then I have further divided the subtopics. So what are the 5 topics? You can say units, courses that we have highlighted. So the 5 courses that we have are these: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. RBI, banks in India, monetary policy, inflation, capital market, money market, and financial inclusion, right? Fiscal policy, union budget, economic survey. External sector means anything outside India. Balance of payment, international institutions like IMF, World Bank, WTO. These are the questions from, these are the topics from where UPSC asks most of the questions, right? We will discuss them later on. In government policies, agriculture, industry, infrastructure, inclusive growth, poverty, unemployment, mostly mains related. Mostly mains related. Core concept like national income. Okay. Important concepts from NCERT. Let me just ask you one simple question, guys. And this was asked by UPSC also. I'll explain this in the coming classes. Okay. So Donald Duck. Okay. So US president, right? Donald Duck. Okay, chalo. Donald Trump, the original name. He came to India. He came to India. Okay. Donald Trump, he came to India. He went to Ahmedabad and met his favorite person, Narendra Modi. Now, when he came to India, he purchased 1 kg of, sorry, chalo, his favorite thing. He purchased his favorite thing, and that is blue blazer. Right? He purchased a blue blazer from Raymond. Now, Raymond is an Indian brand. Okay. Raymond is an Indian brand under Singhania family. Now, so when he purchased the Raymond in India from Mumbai, he purchased this blazer from Mumbai. Now, please tell me, is this import or export? Who can tell me? Is this import or export for India? How it can be export? Did we exported this item? Nothing. Nothing. No export, no import. Come on, guys, answer me. Arey, answer me wrong. Okay, but answer me. It is export. Okay, Shalini. Prabhupreet Singh Sikko. Did I pronounce that properly? Prabhupreet. Okay. Okay. Devinder export. Yes. This is export. You know why? You know why this is export? You don't know? कोई बात नहीं. No issue. Just wait for the some of the classes. You will know everything. Just think why it is export. Because Donald Trump brought dollars. Wait, his own currency is dollars. He converted dollars into Indian rupee. He converted dollars into Indian rupee. He purchased something in Mumbai and took it back to the US. So this is India's export. Same thing. Let's say another person. Okay, who should come to India? Chalo batao. Let me tell you some interesting personality who came to India. Name me anything. Georgia. Sundar Pichai. And he's desi yaar. Foreign names. Give me some interesting foreign name. That's the one. Dekho, I knew my class. Meloni, right? Let me clarify. Miss Meloni. Okay. Now she comes to India. Are Putin though. He sells. Vladimir Putin sells. He does not buy. Hitler is dead. For your information. Chalo. Acha. If you wanted a hypothetical figure, then it's okay. Hitler. So Miss Meloni, right? Not Mrs. Miss Meloni. She comes to India. And she went to Taj Mahal. Right? She went to Taj Mahal. And in Taj Mahal, I mean, she bought the ticket and everything. So she came to India as a tourist. She has not purchased anything. She has not purchased anything. Nothing. Okay. She has not purchased anything. Everything was gifted to her. Somebody gifted everything to her. Okay. She has not purchased anything. Now, please tell me, is this import or export? Import or export? This is how you will understand economics. Tell me, hurry up. This is import or export. Today's class is going to be very light. Import, export. What you are exporting and importing? What you are exporting and importing? What she said? She has not purchased anything. Perfect. This is service export. What we have exported? Export of service. Which service we are talking about? Tourism. We are talking about tourism. Guys, this was asked by UPSC. In which book can you read this? So, are you getting my point? Yes, UPSC wants you to understand the basic concept. Yes. But this is application of knowledge. This is application of knowledge. Gaining knowledge and using that knowledge are two different things. If you have seen that movie Three Idiots, right? Using the salt water is a good conductor of electricity. Reading in the books and using a practical example. If you have this habit, I will make you. This is my point. I'll make you understand and think like this only. I will make you think like this throughout this class. Okay? And in what topics? These are the ones. These are the topics on which I will force you to think in this fashion. Why economy was included in this exam? 5 points. Have you ever wondered, if I want to be an IS officer, why do I need to study economics? Even, okay, I don't want to be an IS officer. I want to be an IPS officer, Indian Police Service. Why do I need economy for that? Is economy important for the police services? Not at all. No. To understand policy of the government, because you will be part of the government, guys. Imagine you want to be a software engineer and you want to get a job in TCS, Tata Consultancy Services, Wipro, Accenture, or whatever it may be. You want a job in those IT companies. Don't you think you will understand about their policies, their business model, their working model? In the similar fashion, if you want to join Government of India, you should understand what their policy is. Nation building, of course. Once you will, as an IS officer, IPS officer, or whatever job you will get, let's say IRS and others, you will be part of nation building. You will create dams. You will create dams. So you should understand what dams are. You should understand what is infrastructure, why India needs infrastructure, what are the positives and the negatives of the dam construction, what are the goods and the bads, what are the pros and cons of the infrastructure. You should know these things because you will be part of the nation building. Informed decision making. Decision making without information is the worst thing you can ever see in the world. Decision making without any information is what you see in Pakistan. Pakistan is the ill-informed nation, right? It's an ill-informed nation. In this case, you need information. Let's say you become finance secretary. 30 years, 35 years down the line, you become finance secretary of India. You are the right hand of the finance minister. Right hand of the finance minister. And she asks if 35 years, right, she survives, or whatever, whosoever is there. And the finance minister asks, Mr. Can we, all right, Miss or Mrs. whatever, can we, should we increase the GST now? Or should we decrease? And you are like, sir, I don't know what is GST. What she'll do? Get out. She'll simply say get out. So from the preparation days itself, UPSC wants you to be an informed person. Now, economy is a way of including current affairs. Including current affairs. Now, recently GST rates were cuts, right? Now, government reduced the GST rates in most of the items, including cars also. Now, in that case, if UPSC asks this in the prelim examination, under what heading they will ask? So they said economy. So economy comes with the current affairs. And the last one is interdisciplinary role. Economy has a lot of interdisciplinary role. Let me give you one example. Let's take poverty. Now, poverty is a matter of polity. I always say this, if India has poverty, forget India, if any country has poverty, it is one of the failure of the government. One of the failure of the government. If poverty is reducing, as is happening in India, India has reduced a poverty to a very large extent, right? If India is reducing poverty, it should also be a contribution of the government. Here the government should be praised. Poverty is also a topic of social failure. Poverty is a topic of social failure. Poverty is also a topic of economy. So economy provides multi-dimensionary, right, dimensions. Economy is the one topic which will help you in your GS, your essay paper, and even in your interview. In these three stages, economy as an interdisciplinary matter will help you a lot in those. There. Now, so this is why they have included. Now, this is not going to be asked in the examination, so don't worry. Syllabus. In the prelims, just 5 headings. In the mains, too much. In the mains, there is too much. But don't panic about that. Okay. Still the focus should be on the left hand side. Still your focus should be on the left hand side. How? Look at this. There is a topic over here which says poverty, sustainable development, and trust me guys, there is trust me guys, there is not even a single question on sustainable development. Because nobody, how will GST get implemented or a overnight thing? Jacob will come across, right? We have a separate class, altogether a separate class for GST, right? One class for the GST, the other class for the indirect tax, other indirect taxes is everything. I'll take the GST in the one of the most detailed topics. Okay, so we'll discuss over there. Okay. Sustainable development, poverty, inclusion, demographics, social sector initiatives. Anywhere do you see bank, RBI, monetary policy, external sector, export, import, international institutions? Can you see it? कहीं दिख रहा है? Can you see it? No. No. But the questions which they are asking in the prelims are based on RBI, banking, monetary policy, external sector, taxations, and everything else. What thing I'm talking about? These. These are the topics that they are asking in the exam. So this is where you have to focus. Syllabus is a myth. Literally, I'm saying it. This is myth. But only in the prelims. For the mains examination, this is your guiding force. Do not read anything outside this. If they are saying infrastructure in the last line, you can see it's written infrastructure. Okay. In the last line, it is infrastructure, which is written energy, ports, road, airport, railway. 5 topics mentioned. Read them. Just read them. Okay. And I'll give you the handouts, notes, class discussions on everything. So in the first topic, they have growth and development, then inclusive growth, budget. They have asked 3-4 questions from there as well. Then this is the largest topic. Can you see it? The fourth topic, fifth topic, sixth topic. What these are? They are associated with agriculture. Right now, just focus on the word agriculture. Do not go deeper into it. Okay, let us jump to the 41st class or 42nd class. There we will discuss this again. Right now, just forget this and remember 2-3 things. Number one, for the mains examination, syllabus is everything for you. For prelim examination, syllabus is a myth. It will not give you any directions, any kind of a guidelines. I'm coming to the, Urvashi, I'll come to the resources. Just wait. I have a list of everything. This orientation class is for you only. Inclusive classes, I will answer every question. So first thing that you need to focus here is the main syllabus requires complete focus. Do not divert from the syllabus. Do not divert from the syllabus. If it says government budgeting, focus on government budgeting. What is government budgeting? Types of budget, the present budget of Government of India, what are the changes that have taken place in the recent budget, what are the changes that would take place in the future budget, what are the, everything should be studied thoroughly. Let's say if they are asking about what is direct and indirect farm subsidies, you should know about them. What are the direct, indirect farm subsidy, pros and cons of direct and indirect farm subsidies, the recent trends of those subsidies, what are the government programs for those, what are the government schemes for those. I'm there for you for that. Okay, so right now just remember, main syllabus is important, it's a guiding force, prelim syllabus is not. Now, as we were talking about source, now these are the 3 level of sources. Number 1 is NCERT. If you have not purchased that, please purchase NCERT, right? I am a person who believe in physical copies of books. I do not study more from the digital copies. But if you cannot do that, you can download the free copies from the NCERT website. There is no issue in that. Okay, you have complete authority. It's free of cost. Go to the NCERT website. Just in the tab, there are 3 books. From class 11th, you have Indian Economic Development. From class 12th, you have Microeconomics. From class 12th, again, you have second part, which is Macroeconomics. Priority wise, this microeconomics should be the least priority. What should be your priority? First priority, second priority, and then the third priority, right? Even if you can, if you miss the microeconomics, there is no issue in that. Okay, even if you miss microeconomics, there is no issue in that. I'm again saying it. Okay, so this is the foundation. It will help you to understand certain ideas. And this first book, Indian Economic Development, guys, you can complete this book within 2-3 days. Right? I'll come to that. I'll come to the reference book. Just 2-3 things. Right? 2-3 days you will complete this book. So I would say that within next 3-4 days, download this book. Just read it out. Just read it out. And wherever you find any, yes, classes will be conducted on the same time every day, Monday to Saturday. This time only. Okay. So please, my suggestion would be today itself, download that and just watch it. Right? Just go through it. Just go through the book. I'm not saying to make any notes. Just go through the book. Within 3 days, there are few chapters only. Very few chapters. It's a very small book. You can read that thoroughly. And it's a very easily written book. Very easily written book. It will give you the picture, the current idea, and do not do any theses on that book. Okay, kuch nahi karna hai. Tamil Nadu board, any issue with the NCERT? You have issue with NCERT. You are from Tamil board, you have issue with NCERT. What's the issue with the NCERT? It's the English book. If you can understand my English, you will definitely understand NCERT English. There's no issue in that. Regional books I cannot recommend. Right, Shanu? If I think I have answered your question. If not, please rephrase your question. Okay. Then after the NCERTs, the second thing is class notes. I'll put a star over here. You cannot miss this. Cannot miss it. Okay. Then no other book. Please. No other book. Kuch nahi padna. Nothing. Vivek Singh, no. Sanjeev Verma, no, no, no. Nitin Singhania, no, never. Right? Or Shri Ram economy, never. Murunal economy, never. Why you are reading those books if you have paid for this class? Right? Not Ramesh Singh, nothing. Nothing means nothing. If you want to waste your time, go for it. Then I have 20 other books. I will give you the list of that. Okay. Tamil Nadu books I have. Do not purchase. If you want to purchase NCERT, purchase physical copy, or I would say for one time reading or for 2-time reading, just download it for free. Okay, just download it for free. If not that, at the end of the class, I'll share a number. Drop me a message on that. I'll share your copy. Okay, don't worry, yeah. Don't worry about these small things. So please understand one thing. Class notes. Everything. Trust me, I have curated, I have worked for months just to frame notes in such a fashion, and the notes are itself very bulky. They are very, very bulky. So do not open any other book. In the books, you will not have flowcharts. I have prepared flowcharts. In the books, you will not have jokes and meme material, which I have included to make things simplify for you. In the books, you do not have examples, numericals, which I have included to make things easier for you. Okay, so I have worked like 8 months, not this time, I mean few years back, I worked like 8 to 9 months before I started my first foundation class. That will help you each and every topic in very curated words. Books will not have topic related questions for you. They are written for every general student, right? I have not prepared notes for every general student. Otherwise, I would have been teaching everywhere in every other course. I'm not doing that. I want selected students who are serious about me, and I'm serious about them. Coming to the topic. The second thing is newspaper and current affairs. Very basic thing. You are reading Hindu newspaper. Every UPSC candidate read the Hindu newspaper. Continue with that. Every Hindu newspaper has a one business page. Okay. Now with what to do and what to read in a business page, for that I will conduct a separate current affairs class during this course only. Okay, in that I will take around 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, most probably on Monday I'll take that 15 to 20 minutes. I will download one Hindu newspaper and I'll just tell you what to read from that business page. Okay, of course it's written over here. If you cannot read the Hindu newspaper daily, monthly magazine is good for you. Go for that, right? Okay, you have a very nice name, MedX. You can go for that. Okay, but I would suggest having some news articles would be good. Reading one page of the newspaper will hardly take 15 minutes of your day, 15 to 20 minutes. That's not a big thing. Supplements, both these supplements I will take care of. You are not supposed to do that. I will prepare PPTs on that. I will prepare classes for that. So that will be taken care of. Arey bhai, don't read Mishra and Puri. Mishra and Puri is for the optional paper. I teach that for the optional students. Okay. Presently, I am taking one optional batch. In that, I am teaching Mishra Puri, Uma Kapila, and other books. They are for the optional students. Okay, not for you. Monthly magazine, I won't recommend anything right now. Okay, right now I won't recommend it. Just wait for a few days. Then during the classes, I'll give you some suggestions. Which one you can read. Right now, Abhinay. Right now, don't think about it. Okay, Urvashi. Let's move ahead. So I have made myself clear. Start with foundation. Two books, very important. Macroeconomics, Indian economy development. If you wish to read, you can read microeconomics also. The second one is class notes. I am going to give you the class notes. In the class, you are not supposed to write anything. Again, I am telling you, I am not a teacher. I am not going to dictate anything in the class. I have so much material that I do not have time to dictate. I literally do not have time to dictate. So I will give you everything will be there on the screen. If you wish, you can take the screenshots. If you love filling up your mobile phone, okay? Because I know nobody uses the screenshots. If you do not want to take the screenshots, I'm going to give you the PDF. Whatever you see right now on the screen, this will be given to you as a PDF. Okay. Then after that, you will have, after this particular discussion, after every topic gets completed, I am going to give you handout. Whatever is discussed in the class, printable handouts will be given. So guys, you are not supposed to write anything. Do not waste time in writing these things. Okay. Save your time. Read one thing 10 times rather than reading 10 things one time. Moving ahead. These are those NCERTs that I was talking about, because most of the students, they download something else. This is your microeconomics. These are the screenshots of those books. Microeconomics, macroeconomics, right? And Indian economic development. Clear? If you do not have the copy, I will share one copy of each of these PDFs with you. You can go through that. And the good thing about NCERTs are that they are available in almost like 10 more than 10 languages. Now, tips. Highest priority to the class notes. Why? Sir, you are saying to read class notes, do not read any magazines, do not read any book, skip any book. Why? The reason is very simple. Limited source is better than multiple sources. That's true. Instead of reading 10 things one time, read one thing 10 times. The class notes that I'm going to provide you, read them again and again, again and again, so that one day you will be in a position to think and say, now I know all the things. So let's say if I discuss GST, right? Let's say I'm discussing GST, and throughout the GST, I provide you, let's say 40 PPTs. In those 40 PPTs and let's say 10 pages of notes, why read anything else? Those 10 pages of notes have everything that you can ever aspire about. You want to read about GST. So instead of reading an entire chapter from a book, just read those 5-10 pages. Okay. Then notes save your time in the last moment. So before the examination, instead of opening those bulky books, instead of opening your NCERTs again and again, just do one thing. Just revise your note, and that will save your time. There is no book that covers all the topics. This is the biggest problem. If they cover the topic, they do not have proper MCQs. If they have the MCQs, they do not provide the background through the PYQs. I mean, most of the books, they do not talk about why the particular topic is being there. Will they show that? Will they show you the PYQs? These are the 10 PYQs. That's why we are talking. Because books never talk. They just state something. They just write something. They do not talk. One-to-one interaction is not there in a book. So there is nothing, there is no book which covers the entire topic. Notes would include PYQs and MCQs, which is missing in most of the books. Imagine this, in which book will you get 500 MCQs? I'm giving you 500 MCQs. And 3 to 5 current affair MCQ every day. So in 1 year, you will have 1500 plus 500, 2000 MCQs from my side, if you follow that properly. Alright. High probability of getting a questions from the notes. This I have observed in the last 4 years. There is a very high probability, right? One more thing, which is very important. I am not God. Number one thing, right? My name is Jateen Bhardwaj. My name is nothing else. I am not a God. I cannot predict any paper in 100%. My observation is based on my experience, right? And my notes. I can guarantee one thing. I will cover all the topics which are discussed by UPSC in the PYQs. If UPSC add up a new topic in future, I don't know that. You don't know that. No teacher knows that. Okay. I do not make any false claim. If you are here for the false claim or any other if you're looking for a any other YouTube teacher who makes all the 20 questions were from my notes, sorry. Let's be practical. Right? Just everything is good, sir. Just wanted to know, is it all free? With classes, though, it's not free, obviously. Classes, this foundation course has a very small price for that, and even discounts are there. You can go for that. Everything else like notes, PDF, PYQs, and everything will be given to you, right? Current affair classes will be free. Current affair classes will be free for you. Current affair classes, economic survey, budget, all that will be free. Plus, everyday current affair questions are also free. That is for everyone. Okay, that is from my side, personally from my side. Okay. Now, so the notes are for this matter. Prelims. Now let's analyze the previous years, how the UPSC has been asking questions in the past. In the prelims, 17 to 20% is from the economy section. In prelims, how many questions we have? Questions are 100, marks are 200. So out of 100 questions, 17 to 20% means 17 to 20 questions are from economy, which means that you have 34 to 40 marks. They are in your hand. Can you tell me the cutoff? Can you tell me the cutoff? Have you any idea? 85. Okay. 85 for general category. 85 for general category means all other categories are below 85. Imagine this case. Imagine this case. Your cutoff is 85 and you are getting 30 marks. Please don't expect, sir, out of 40 we will get 40 out of 40. That's not even rarest of the rare, right? That's impossible. That's literally impossible. Okay. So out of 40 marks, you are getting 30 or 35. Chalo, at max you get 35. You just need 50 more marks. You just need to get just 25 more questions to be correct out of 80. 20 questions are done. Out of 80, you only need 25 questions to be correct. Done. Right? You are through. Exam pass. It's easier said than done. It is easier said than done. Priority topics are mentioned on the screen. These are the priority topic means based on the PYQs. Based on the PYQ. The number of questions are mentioned on the screen. 2016, 28 questions, one of the highest. The lowest one were 15. 2021, 15. I don't know, because maybe we had a COVID and the economy was down, so they did not had much to ask. And 2023, again they asked 15 questions. This year, 2025, they have asked 20 questions. So more or less the average is 20. Average is mostly around 19 to 20 questions. That's why I have written. Now when only 100 questions are there and 20% of the questions are from a single subject, then the subject becomes important. We'll come to the mains as well. So from this entire picture comes across what? If you prepare these 6 topics, you will get 30 marks out of 40. I'm pretty sure about that. Okay. The rest, 50-55 marks you will get from the other subjects: polity, history, then you have geography, current affairs, science and technology, many other topics are there. For economy, these are the trending topics, I would say, right? Like there is a trending topics in the social media. In the similar fashion, banking, finance, government schemes and policies, external sector, international institutions like IMF, World Bank, WTO, taxations, GST, income tax, corporate tax, cess, surcharge and all that, and core concepts like national income and others. Now, what is the percentage of those questions? Let's analyze through this graph. It's very simple. Now, please tell me which color, if it is visible to you, right, from 2016 onwards, the screen size maybe may not be visible to you, but at least you can see the colors. Please tell me the color which is mostly consistent in terms of frequency. I'll give you one highlight. Look at this blue color at the bottom. It's very consistent, right? You will rarely find zero in that. You will rarely find zero. Which color is this? Banking and finance. So out of all the major topics, banking and finance finds the place in the UPSC prelim examination every year. Every year. So you will discuss current affair during coverage of static portion, or you will cover separate. No, current affair will be separate. If something comes up during the class, let's say I'm teaching GST and something happened yesterday and a news article was there in the GST, then I will explain that in the class. But as far as weekly current affairs are concerned, because even I have to do a research on that. Let's say something comes up, so I'll prepare a detailed article on that and then I will come up for discussion. That would be better for you, isn't that? But if teacher is prepared, he will teach better. That's what I believe, and I don't want to don't take me for otherwise, but I don't want to teach you guys if I'm not prepared. I'll take a leave. Okay, trust me guys, I'm not like that teacher that I will come ill prepared, that I'm not prepared but I want to do my duty. I'll do my duty when I'm prepared. So proper current affair classes will be taken up separately. Statics, if something comes up during the class, I will discuss that. Okay. Yes, of course, the dark green color, this one. Now, which is dark green color? Government schemes. Now, this proves one thing very important. If you prepare these two topics, banking, finance, government schemes, 15 questions are in your pocket, or 50% of the economic questions. So 10 to 15 questions are in your pocket. Now imagine from the when I started the class, things were complex. Now you are getting closer and closer. You are thinking, okay, if we prepare 2-3 important topics, for example, international relations, or sorry, international institutions, the orange color, right? The orange color. You will see that priority of orange color is coming down from 11 here to almost 0 in 2024 and 1 question in 2025. Just 1 question. So their priority is being coming down. So if you miss international institutions, there is no worry. The trend shows that, and follow the trend, guys. Please, in UPSC, follow the trend. Now look at this, right? In this specific one, these are the repeated topics. I'm just simplifying the life for you guys. I'm just simplifying the life for you. That UPSC asks repeated questions. If you don't agree, read this. Question is from 2019. The money multiplier in an economy increase with which of the following? You don't know what is money multiplier, so don't worry right now. Don't panic right now. Okay? What is money multiplier? What is this and that? Don't worry about that. Okay? Then 2021, just 2 years after. Again, same question, same topic. Guys, options are also same. Even when I read this question, I was like, come on, UPSC. Look at first option, increase in CRR, cash reserve ratio. Here first option, increase in cash reserve ratio in the banks. They have just added 3 words, in the banks. Wow. It's like Bollywood copying the Hollywood movies with changing the title. The rest remains the same. Right? The movie title changes and the rest remain the same. This is UPSC for you guys. That's why I will discuss more than 100 PYQs. More than 100 PYQs in the class. I'll show you the PYQ. We'll discuss that. And after completing the entire topic, again we will come to the PYQs so that you will understand, yeah, we have completed the topic and now we can answer these questions. If you can answer the PYQs, you can answer anything then. 2023, they asked a question on inflationary effect. 2021, they asked on the inflationary effect. It feels like the person who was making the 2021 paper, 2021, he was running out of ideas. So he just started copying the previous year question. COVID year, right? So maybe this person was busy somewhere else, right? Then another point is that there are some questions which are easy to attempt. Consider the following. It is with respect to RBI, right? All these are, right now you may find this very tough. When we will discuss the topic, you will find it very easy, right? Come to this question, 2023. 5 options. For the horizontal tax devolution, the 15th Finance Commission used how many of the above as a criteria other than the population, area, income, distance, right? Now, why I'm saying it is hard? Imagine this. Here you can use elimination technique. If you do not know what is elimination, I'll just give you the idea. I'm not giving you the point. The answer is 2 and 3. This is the answer. The blue shaded ones are the answers. Okay. The answer is 2 and 3. Now, imagine this situation that you know that first is wrong. Imagine the first is wrong. Then you will eliminate all these 3. Yes or no? Just answer me. Yes or no? If you know that first statement is wrong, will you eliminate option A, C and D? Yes or no? That. Now UPSC is smarter than you. Of course, UPSC is smarter than me. So UPSC said, let's eliminate in this case. Now the answer is only 3, but which 3? 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 5. I mean 1, 2, 4. Or which one? You do not have elimination. So no elimination technique works here. Now this is UPSC, which UPSC has been doing this for the past 3 years, just to make the statement more confusing. Because UPSC had this idea. Yeah, students are smarter. They eliminate one and they get the answer. Then UPSC came one, if 2, which 2? If 3, which 3? That's why the cutoff came all the way from 90s to 80s. 10 marks deduction is a very high cut. It's a very high cut in the marks. Then comes, so this is a way of showing you the kind of questions that they current affair integration. As I told you, around 50% of the questions can be from the current affairs. It's true. About 50% of the questions can be from the current affairs. So 2017, they are asking on UPI. Why they are asking on UPI? But 2016, demonetization takes place. 2016 demonetization takes place. 2017 they ask the same question, right? UPI, because UPI was very popular when demonetization took place, and I'm pretty sure all of you were all of you were mature enough to understand that something happened. I'm pretty sure you were not 1 year of age in 2016, right? It's just 9 years back. Then 2023 they asked on this question which I took before also, right? Niger. It's a current affair question. Why I'm saying current affair? Because this crop, there was many news articles which were published with respect to this crop and demands of the tribals. So current affair. Recently, Venezuela achieved a rapid recovery from its economic crisis and succeeded. Now, when they are using the word recent itself means current affair, isn't that? Recent itself means current affair. So they can ask anything. They can ask a direct question. They can ask indirect questions. They can ask international related questions, international events related questions. Now, whatever happens, you have to be prepared with respect to the current affairs from the domestic purpose as well as for the international purpose. Now, mic issue. You're facing mic issue. No issue. Come on, issue, no issue. Okay, okay, okay. Chalo, come across. Now, as I was pointing out, guys, see, UPSC in the prelims syllabus nowhere mentioned that they will ask questions from the international. Nowhere they have mentioned that they will ask a question on agriculture. Nowhere they have mentioned that they will ask on financial inclusion. No, it was not mentioned in the prelims. So that's why I'm saying, please be prepared for bouncer questions, especially from the current affairs. As far as static is concerned, I will make sure you will get all the answers correct from the static. Okay, so if 20 questions are there, I'll make sure 12 to 13 questions you get perfectly. Current affair wise, be ready for bouncer questions, because this is an examination of elimination. This is not an examination of selection, guys. This is the examination of elimination. UPSC is looking excuses to eliminate you. You have to just reduce the number of excuses in that regard. Government schemes, Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, right? Because I told you that number of questions are asking from government scheme, policies and others. Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Man Dan Yojana 2024. Every year they will ask that. And don't worry, I will conduct 2 separate classes, free for all, open for all, on important schemes before the prelim examination. Not right now. Before the prelim examination, I'll conduct 2 classes for government schemes which were there in news for about 1 year. Mains. Now, in the mains examination, it has a weightage of 40 to 50%. Questions, total 20 questions, total marks 250. Right? So, out of these 20 questions, you have 15 questions of 10 marks. Sorry, pardon me. 15 marker, 15 marks questions, 10, and 10 marker questions, 10. Okay. So this is 100, this is 150, total 250. Okay. So this is the, will you evaluate our answers? Actually, it's a paid service. If you will give me the answers which I give you in the class, So I'll give you some practice questions. If you write the answers to that, yes, I will check it for free. Right? For free, I'll check it. I'll do that every day. Mostly on Sundays, I check the copies from optional, from the GS, and from other perspectives. But if you want me to check the entire 20 questions, so I take a separate, no, that's a separate thing, and I charges for that. Even sometimes I hire people for that as well. But as far as class questions are concerned, yes, if you write the answers, we check it. Okay, Jacob. Mains related. How many questions do they ask? Right? Does not matter. The maximum marks is 125. The minimum marks is 100. Imagine this, guys. Maximum marks is 125. The best you can get is 50%. Right? Average is 50%. You know, the person who gets 50% is rank 1. The first ranker is the person who got 50% marks. It's not school examination where you will get 98, 99%, 100% in Hindi literature also. I don't know how they get it. But please understand, in this examination, getting even 50% means first rank. So even if you are getting 50% out of the entire economy paper, right? Let's say there are 10 questions of economy, total 125 marks, and you are getting like 60 marks out of it. It's the best thing for you. The best thing. I'll make sure you get as much as possible in that regard. Priority. Where you need to focus. Agriculture, land reforms, food processing, PDS. This is agriculture as a whole. Banking, finance, inclusive growth. This I will cover in the prelims. Infrastructure investment, only mains related topics. Industrial policy, external sector employment. External sector and employment I'll cover in the prelims itself. Industrial policy will speak it separately. Budgeting and taxation in the prelims as well. That's why I told you that I am giving more time to the prelim class rather than the main. Okay, this is the one. Okay, just look at this photograph and see what he is doing. Can you answer his questions? Can you answer any one of these questions? Can you answer? Have you wondered the things which are mentioned here, right? Our beloved friend Rajpal Yadav, your voice is gone. No, no, no. Actually, I was changing the battery. Have you ever wondered our beloved friend Mr. Rajpal, right? Mr. Rajpal Yadav, he had these kind of questions, and I'm pretty sure you had the same questions, right? I'm a student. Why should I pay tax? Huh? You are a student. You are not earning. Why should you pay tax? 100 rupee in your pocket. Is it money or currency? We say currency devaluate. We never say money devaluate. We say rupee depreciate. We never say 100 rupee depreciate. What's the difference between money and currency? Have you ever thought about that? Or how shopkeeper decide price? This is, demand and supply. Okay. How interest rate? How interest is earned? How do you earn the interest rate? You can also earn the interest rate. You need not to be a bank to earn the interest rate. Is India a developing economy or it's a growing economy? Is India growing or developing? What's the difference? Are GDP and national income the same? That's the question. You may have heard about a word GDP growth, GDP growth, GDP growth a lot. Some people say national income. Are they same or different? That's why in the initial part of the class, I told you guys, please make a habit of asking questions to yourself. You're not supposed to ask questions to your parents. Ki, Papa, please tell me what is the difference between money and currency. And Papa will be like, Idra, come here, right? I'll teach you what is money and currency. Money and currency, right? Ask yourself. You're not supposed to do these kind of things with the others. Your sentiments for UPSC are different than the others' sentiment. Now let's answer. Should his expression should change now? Obviously, his expressions should change, right? He's happy. Price, how shopkeeper decides everything? Demand and supply. So you have answered that correctly. When money put to work, interest is earned. When interest is earned, when money is put to work. If money is sitting idle, let's say you have 100 rupees in your pocket, it is of no use, no interest. If you put the money in the bank account, it will give you interest. So money put to work, earn the interest. Simple. Learn economy in the simplest possible way. India is growing with development. That's the correct word. India is growing with development. Which development? Economic development, political development, social development, cultural development. Right? GDP is the basic computation of national income. So national income is a larger unit, smaller unit is GDP. Then there are many things which are being included to make GDP national income. Multiple things are being added up. Then I must pay tax. That is, I as a student must pay tax on anything I consume. If I do not consume, I should not pay the tax. So it does not matter whether I earn or not. If I consume, it does not matter whether you are a student, whether you are a professional, whether you work, you do not work, you are a retired professional, does not matter. If you purchase a 5 rupees of Parle-G biscuit, you will pay tax. If you don't want to pay tax, don't purchase. Simple. This is the funda. This is international funda. Right? This is international funda. If you consume, you pay tax. Simple. Okay? That is universal. 100 is my money. Rupee is my currency. Right now, basically, guys, why I showed you these two PPTs. This is your conditions. This should be your condition. Whenever you would attend my class, you should be with this face. We will start the class with this face. We will end up the class with this face. Okay? So by the time I end the class, I want all the students to have this understanding that whatever we have discussed in the class, it's clear to them. So start developing the habit of asking questions, why, what, where, somehow, these kind of. Okay? Now, if this is clear, right? Can you give me the answer what I wanted to convey? What is my basic demand from you? Hurry up, guys. I want everyone to answer in the chat box. What is my basic demand from you? What do I want? Question yourself. Ask yourself. Right? Be consistent. Yes, Abhinav. Good. Attentive. Yes, you should be attentive. Of course, you should be attentive. Reply. Reply to me. Even if you don't reply, it's okay. Guys, ask questions. From today itself, start asking questions. Okay? Let's say, yes, let's say, yes, economy is everywhere, guys. Yes, be practical with economy. Economy is everywhere. You have, let's say you purchase this course. Okay, you have purchased this course, and once you purchase this course, you paid something. Now you must have paid GST, obviously. If you paid GST, did you ask how much GST did I pay? And is the GST that you are paying for coaching is same the GST paid to the school education? This is this is a very higher stage of your learning. You have gone through the college, you have gone through the school, maybe a post graduation, or maybe you are working right now, or maybe you are in a college right now. So you must have paid for everything. Is the GST same for everything? Let's say you have done engineering, you must have paid GST over there. Was GST the same that you have paid today? Basically, I'm saying just ask yourself and frame, right? Frame yourself. The more questions you will have, the more answers you will get. The more questions you will have, the more questions you will ask during the class itself. All right. Now, these are the basic topics that we will be starting with, not today, tomorrow, but I'm just giving you the highlights. These are the basic things that you should know before we start the foundation course. What is demand and supply? How demand and supply determine equilibrium? What is interest? How interest is being framed? What is taxation? Types, basics. What is the difference between money and currency? GDP. What is current prices? What is constant prices? What is the circular flow of income? Right? Growth and development. The difference between growth and development. Growth rate and the compound annual growth rate. If you know these basic things, you can start reading the newspaper as well. There is no issue in that. Now coming to the point, as I told you before I conclude the class. So I gave you a number in the beginning of the class. Okay. Nine three five two 488 697. That's my number. Okay. It is for the this was also mentioned on the website. So if you go to the website for the to purchase the course, you will find the same number over there. Okay. Notes will be given to the groups that is there. Drop me a message on this, right? If you have any point, any right, any other point in that, any questions, if you write any answer, right? If you want to join that daily current affair page from my side, if you want to join that daily current affair page where I put questions and current articles every day, you can join that as well. That's my number. Drop that. We'll start from there. Okay. Just drop hi and tell me who you are. Okay, because I receive messages from my optional students also and many others. So that is just a kind of a business number for me. It is only for the teaching purpose. Okay. Now, if you have any query with respect to this class, you can stay or you can leave the class. We'll see you tomorrow at the same time. Yes, WhatsApp group. Yes, notes will be shared over there, right? And here also. Let me tell you what is the reason, right? So as discussed, so this is what I showed you, right? So WhatsApp and Telegram channel is there. So on WhatsApp and Telegram channel, I shared all these notes. You can go through there as well, right? I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you. So notes for both prelims and mains required. Yes, I will give you the notes for both prelims and mains. Okay. Yes, Manu, you can unmute yourself. Don't worry, we'll do that. We do that throughout the classes. Okay. That's something which you will read after like 30-40 classes. Let's at least cover at least 8 to 10 topics first. Then I'll give you the how to interlink them. Okay. Let's read first of all some topics. Is it possible for you to upload the notes 3-4 hours before the class? If I will add the notes before the class, how will you get everything which I am writing? Annotations, you will not get the annotations. right? You will not get the annotations, guys. I can give you the entire PPT, right? I can give you the entire PPT of every topic. Every topic is around 100 pages. I'll give you that. But what's the point? If I'm adding something on the notes, PDF notes and not PPT. No, PDF notes will be given only once the topic is completed. The printable notes will be given only once the topic is completed. Okay? Yes? All right. So thank you everyone, and we'll start from the tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll start with the basics first, and then we will jump to the national income accounting, which is one of the core topic for the UPSC. Multiple questions have been asked in the prelims as well. So thank you everyone. I'll see you tomorrow.